Hello everyone, and good evening. And today we're back again in with FGO Lostbelt 6. Today we're trying to finish the fight with the Cernunos, and the rest isn't too hard, and hopefully isn't too long either. Yeah, last time I had spent like maybe an hour on this single fight alone. Yeah, I said we'll try to like get to the fourth bar and then use the blue cube, but I think I'll set another limit. If it doesn't get it by 1 hour mark, it will just move on and use multiple cube to get it over with. So yeah, let's get started. Yeah. Got some note from the last yeah, but I think we need some modification. And we'll change this caster slot here. Where's the CE? Yes, here it is. Yeah, I think. Watch few video of other people are doing it. It's gonna depend on face card to clear the second bar. And I saw that you use Koyanskaya, but mine's not fully level up the skill part yet. Yeah, I don't think I can use that. Oh shit! Got that wrong. Probably need a reset. This is only one turn, I believe. Yeah. It's also one turn attack. Different DPS for this. Oh shit! No, that's not enough. I think like 2 NP. Wait, no. Which one I should? And there's no art card.
望まれることは望まれたように使いたく、いえすごく使いたいです。それはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなくあなたは星をかざすでしょう。アラウンドカイバーン。あれはいつか見た終わりの星。どれほど遠く汚れても私は星を探すのです。さあ幕を開けてアラウンドカイバーン。控えめに言って本気を出します。最果ての光を私にボーナスを。セイバーシスレスダブル X ダイナミック。
Every buff on him over 100 more than that. Oh, even seal skill as well.
単純いけませんね。ひらめきましたぞ。そして命の価値に区別なく
ズバッといきます。
奇策冷血をもって終わらせましょう。炸裂するは規格一陣。必要な犠牲でした。
ごめんなさい。やっぱり私アウチ。
なんのなんの。
Oh, she's still alive. What the hell?
これだけは使いたく。エーテル宇宙の権威をお見せしましょう。これズバッフォーリナー。早期銀河すなわちコスモス。エーテル宇宙しかる秩序。行くぞグリーンミニアドディザスター。
And the buff run out.
来いアーバロン。アウチ。
火力が足りませんでした。
Oh, she can survive this.
Ouch! 業務はここまで。では。
What buff do I save? Maybe the art buff? Let's see. I think you can use the case scope doesn't increase health, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, this increase health. Okay, so 1 R buff and 1 NP. Also, 1 attack to remove 1 layer of curse. Yeah, I think that'll be enough.
白兵戦行きます。今のうちに準備。白兵戦行きます。今のうちに準備。勤務時間ですね。何のために？エーテル宇宙の権威をお見せしましょう。あれはいつか見た終わりの星。どれほど遠く汚れても私は星を探すのです。さあ幕を開けてアラウンドカリバーン。早期銀河すなわちコスモス、エーテル宇宙、しかるに秩序。行くぞツインミニラドディザスター。
Looks yes, just above the required damage a little bit. Oh shit. Oh, so that's why they put the Castoria on the back line.
ズバッといきます。負けないぞ。もちろんダブルやったやったアウチアウチアウチ
Oh, she can survive that. Ah.
ではどうしよう。
バリバリ乗ろんぞ。両方いたしものバリバリ乗ろんぞ。
How does this break out my plan?
ズバッ勤務時間ですね。控えめに言って本気を出します。最果ての光を私にボーナスを。セイバーシスレスダブル X ダイナミックダブル X 調べない来いアーバロンアウチ。セイバークラスでないと真の力は学理。
Okay, I'm gonna reset it. I'm gonna reset that. Maybe I can just you could survive the turn. You could probably break it the next bar with the next turn. Yeah, because my plan is all like my plan is all thrown out the window, but
しばしお待ちを。夏といえばカレーですので。
yeah, I think it was could survive with this. Chingo is useless now.
これ勤務時間ですね。早期銀河すなわちコスモス、エーテル宇宙、しかるに秩序。行くぞツインミニアドディザスター。ダブル調べない来い
Just one more turn. This boss. Wait, so last turn. Last turn, like.
セットアップ
Oh
エネル
shit.
ギーイン
There's
美
no
味しいお
face
店
down.
紹介してください
I don't think
オーセロと
これだけは使いたく
we're gonna
いえ
reduce
すごく買いたいです
blade burst should be now.
早期銀すなわちコスモスエーテル宇宙しかる秩序
Probably
行くぞ
this will all ran out.
ツインミラド
Wait, looks like that looks good. Oh shit.
業務はここまででは
ここまでか
77k. Yeah, need to change things up a bit. Does she? No, she has no pen skill. Maybe needs her man loading. I have no idea if she has enough coin.
ようこそレオナル
Which she doesn't. Oh man. Can I replace her with anyone else?
"そろそろクエストに戻る?いいよ。
Let's see, single art. Oksami. She also had that advantage of being foreigner. She's NP1, NP2. She's NP5, but her damage is still very low. Yeah, how about try it once with her? She has the pen skill, right? Yeah. That bad, huh? Wait, no. Support. I believe it would go like this. The second custodian coming on the second turn and NP there.
日向の火薬のはち切れそうでしょ。日向の火薬の匂い。
Oh wait.
白兵戦行きます。
Should probably have done that.
Hit 望まれることは望まれたように。それはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなくあなたは星をかざすでしょう。アラウンドカリバーン。エドックはサツキの恋の吹き流し。切り組みクローン青い両面義経ヨーロあれだ諸国
Sorry, overgauge. With I believe pure buff.
無駄です。ですか。やだな。運命。何の。乗った。ピョーンとつこうか。それはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなく、あなたは星をかざすでしょう。アラウンドカリバーン。
I have to like charge the MP for 7 the next turn. Oh no, really, I'll keep doing that. It doesn't work.
エドックはサツキの恋の吹き流し。切り組みクローン青い両面義経ヨーロあれだ諸国立ち巡り。
Okay, that's 700 pain. Question is, can she survive this turn? Oh shit. Oh wait, hey. This looks very doable. Well, except for the layer curse. Just get a bunch more curse. エドックはサツキの恋の吹き流し。切り組みクローン青い両面義経ヨーロあれだ諸国立ち巡り。 Oh man.
喪失するの同志のごとく。
Still a bit short on damage.
負けた。精進して出直すさ。
Oh, that's almost 30 minutes.
もうこの辺りでいいんじゃない？
I think having Tamamo there would have been better. I'll change the order and try again. Yeah, that's the best I can come up with right now. Just NP buff and the C buff.
田舎の火薬の匂い、万々歳だ。
Oh man, we were supposed to use this one like last.
ですから好き放題お参りしていきます。乗った運命ですから。ピョーンと望まれることを望まれたように。あれはいつか見た終わりの星。どれほど遠く汚れても私は星を探すのです。さあ幕を開けてアラウンドカリバーン。エドックはサツキの恋の吹き流し。フリフリクローン青い同弁義経ヨーローのアブダ諸国
Wait. You're not supposed to use this focus-size skill just yet. I don't think this one will work either.
負けない。もちろん
Maybe just try to remove lots of curses.
それはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなくあなたは星をかざすでしょう。アラウンドカリバーン。ここでまっすぐ先生の杖光を無駄ですよ。白兵戦行きます。
Oh, not enough NP. And we cross the halfway point. Let's just give it up and use the multiple blue cubes in 28 minutes.
運命ですから。
This was a skill special attribute. Increase MP gauge and no buster attack. Oh.
望まれることを望まれたように。それはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなくあなたは星をかざすでしょう。アラウンドカリバーン。エドックはサツキの恋の吹き流し。フリフリクワン青い同面義経ヨーロはみ出す諸国。
Wait, I think he was beat you Kayasa skill now. That was so dumb. I keep forgetting things.
白兵戦行きます。運命ですか。運命この私がやっそれはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなくあなたは星をかざすでしょう。アラウンドカリバーン。浮気現場扱ってはち切れそうでしょ。万々歳だ。水の準備。
Okay, I'm gonna try something here. Should the attack the Buster buff from Koyanskaya.
この私が
If this doesn't work, I'm gonna
何の園だ。
do a reset.
じゃんじゃじゃーん。見てこの躍動。天を揺るがすエンジン。地を揺るがす迫力のムーブ。私守備に走りました。さあ支配してあげましょう。ひょんひょんひょんせい。
What? Damn, this is almost. Maybe I can make that work. It was so close, though. What is it? 20k? Maybe you can use the Buster Cup before Koyanskaya's NP. Do we use the skill? Okay,
ア天罰
let's
敵
try
ね
with this again.
人類反省ピョーンとつこうか。ひょんひょんひょん。
Wait, someone didn't crit before,
平
right?
服せよ崇拝せよ。
That might
こ
work.
れなるは神の一行我が大社我が指先の具現なり霊障重工79式鉄火大社知恵ある者はひれ伏すがいい。イズトゥーラセブンドライブ。
Holy shit, it worked.
無駄ですよ。あ、これ無理ですね。
Let's remove Koyanskaya. Yeah, I think that's how we move. Alright, 2 new. Just like the ideal situation now you have planned it.
量産ですもの全バリバリ乗ろうぞ
では報酬
バンバン祭だ
Yeah, one more turn and those will be back. One last check.
量産ですもの節約節約何のそのあさてそうだ
All the best condition. Last time was about 40 feet short. Looks good. Overgauge over 100k. Yeah. Hey, we're done. Time to use the blue cube and end this here. Okay, I can remove 4 layer.
やります負けないぞ立ちはだかるのここまでやれば見放さておく
Okay, this is not ideal.
バンバン祭だ
People do this because they can end for a turn.
ですから幸福勧告、あくまで
Yeah, try to remove more layer curses first.
じゃんじゃじゃーん見てこの躍動天を揺るがすエンジン私守備に走りましたさあ支配してあげましょう国家に清掃の時間ですね身の程をお知りなさいこれ無理です
Oh, goodness, Castoria as well.
量産ですもの絶バリバリ乗ろうぞ腕くさやばてるね
では報酬
何のそのだピョーンとつこうかあさてそうだ
4 layer. Can I do
ロッ
it?
クはさつきの恋の吹き流しフリフリクワンワン青い表面の質ヨーロのアメだそこ
We are done.
シュッこや甘酒飲みて
Whew. Yeah, any commentary about this? But I thought we beat him. Did all of that just do nothing? Sununo just instantly generated after his magical energy signal terminated. No sign of external injury anywhere. Shit. Is there more fight? It's no use. He's not going to stop. You have only peeled up a few layers of skin. How do you feel to fight him, Mash? Do you figure anything out? I'm afraid not. We dealt him countless lethal blows, but none of them did any lasting damage. I think his curse might bubbling out to heal him faster than we can hurt him. All we can see now is the putrid, dead flesh that's been bloated by his curse. If we can't cut the curse off at its source, we will never be able to dispel this calamity. Wait, what's that sound? Oh. Alright, that'll start the bleeding for now. Well, rotten or not, he's still a god, ain't he? No, because he's gone rotten, he's that much harder to get rid of. Now that we'll try fighting him, I can say for sure that he've got a divine core. A divine core, as in the soul, a divine spirit? But Sernun has been dead for... Something must have gotten inside his heart. Some kind of real special sacrifice that curses the fairy's whole existence. His priestess? It was that sacrifice that reanimated Cernunnos' corpse and sent him up to the surface. Oh wait. It's was it Babanshi? Chipping away at him wouldn't do anything. We need to completely annihilate him all at once. But we don't have anything powerful enough to. Sure we do. It's been around for a long time. The 12 sacred lands embedded in Camelot's main gate. If we can activate them, we can beat Cernunnos. That's what we were fighting for here. It's not quite enough to just prevent Camelot from being destroyed. Our job is to stall Cernunnos here and get the guardian of the sacred sword to the throne. And we have done that. Now all that's left is to see how her journey ends. Huh? Hold on, where did Atoria go? Mash, where's Atoria? She's not here. I don't see Atoria anywhere. Could at least tell us. She must have slipped away from the deck when I wasn't looking. So that's why. That's why she... Mash, hold the line! Right, we have to do whatever we can. Re-engaging! I'll block all his attacks myself. Only death remained in Camelot. There were no fairies, no humans, no dead bodies, no Moors. She ran through halls devoid of all life, where countless splendors had come to an abrupt end. Having jumped off the storm border and landed on Camelot's still unbroken outer walls. She ran now for the throne as fast as her legs could carry her. No, I'm sure it was this way. Come on, Atoria, don't stop to think. I've already been here with Gino. Just trust your gut and keep going. She gasped for breath, but not because she was tired from her earlier battle. What spurred her was the enormous beast outside. What spurred her on was the enormous beast outside, separated from her by only a single wall of stone. Cernunnos, the enshrined deity, and his eerily quiet curse that seems to oppress the very air. I know it's here. It's crawling up from the bottom of the pit right now. Before they set out for the spirit cavern, the curse has crawled up from the pit and completely destroyed Camelot. It had arrived 1 hour after Cernunnos first appeared. There wasn't much time left, 10 minutes at best, 5 at worst. Before that time ran out, she had to reach Morgan's throne, learn its workings. And Jane isn't so something she could use herself. Before, she would have probably said it was impossible and looked for another way. But now, she knew she could pull it off. She was a different person after coming back from the psych of selection. Now, she was more than half fantastical. Now, she knew about the king who would one day draw the sword of selection and sacred sword in hand, guide Britain to the future. And she knew that she herself was an intrinsic part of that concept. Someone stand at the edge of the world rather than its center. A beacon at the farthest point, no matter what sort of end may be upon us. She remembered something her magecraft mentor taught her. An old, nostalgic story. The story of a nameless hero made from countless hopes. There, I definitely recognize this intersection. Then it's just up this way. Oh shit. Oh, I forgot for how long I've turned out the mic for change my position. Yeah, that's oh man, you freaking kidding me? It's a god. No, it's not that. I'm just not using them right. She narrowed her now useless eyes and swallowed her blood she had caught up. Her anger was not directed at the fairies or even Sir Nunos. She was angry at herself for still holding back, but still clinging to the possibility of going home. Don't you dare wish you could stick around just a little longer. You have already had plenty of time. I was supposed to disappear at the site of selection. The only reason I have lasted this long is because one of my companions sacrificed himself to give me this extra bit of time. I need to use everything, every last bit of myself. That's the whole reason I've come this far. Don't go mean that it was Morgan's spell. Of course she couldn't make a full use of it. The sacred lands may be beyond her control, but she could still make use of their structure. They were essentially cannons, and all she had to do was load them with different ammunition. Having returned from the site of selection, she was now the essence of the sacred sword, so the new spell must be change the circuit from the throne to my heart. Change the magical energy used from Kelna to the Avalon Lafay. Change Rongomania to Excalibur. 10 trillion of cells burned with pain, as though the entire universe had been ablaze. But now a cursed hand stretched toward her, making their way to the throne's terrace. In her mind, accelerated through the intense pain, a single moment lasted an eternity. And she slowly recalled the memories of what she used to be. Morgan, my rival from a far-off world. She remembered what happened in Norway. She did not regret what she didn't do. She just remembered what she saw and how gloriously bright it was. I never was able to beat you, not even to the very end. I couldn't show you who I was through my strength, or even say anything back to you. Oh, but now, at the very end, I have been given one final chance. A chance to use every last bit of my remaining magical energy to show you who I am. Did you find the reason you were looking for? No, I never did become who I wanted to be. But I will take my place here anyway, and not for the sake of the cold, merciless queen who only wanted to protect this throne, but to honor the life of the incredible savior she once was. Now, I'm going to finish the job you should have done 2,000 years ago. She looked up, facing the looming sin. She summoned the last of her strength as the Avalon Lafay, all the magical energy holding her together, and oh sacred sword, reveal thyself. Hear me, enshrined God, and forgive us our sins. Oh, chill. Ah, jeez. I could made it here in time. All that remained was a mistletoe staff, resting across the winter throne like a sword. Its purpose fulfilled. 12 charge up an extremely powerful spell which is fired from Camelot's main gate simultaneously. They are direct hits. Sununo's spirit origin signal just changed from negative to positive. 90% of his outer curse layer have been blasted away. Whoa, I can see something. There, it is the divine core. I'm sensing a ton of godly energy from it. Jeez. All that firepower, but... Well done, Atoria Caster. Although... Is it just me or his nearby flesh wiggling around like it's still trying to regenerate? We need to double tap now. It's not just you. It's already started to regenerate. It's not even the Rongo Mina who are not to beat him. You only have 6 minutes until Sununo is back to his old self. What do we do, Captain? If that's the divine core, our normal weapon wouldn't be able to destroy it. Da Vinci, order the rest of the crew to abandon ship. You can use the shadow border to escape. The Nemo Syrian and I will stay here in the command room. You're gonna ram it? As soon as we confirm you're all safe, we're going to ram the storm model into the divine core's full speed. What? But that would be suicide. No, absolutely not. I can't let you throw your life in this ship away. There's no time to argue. This is up for discussion. Come on, Gino. You need to hurry up and... No, that wouldn't be necessary. Now that Sununo's divine core have been exposed, his operation had played its part. Gino, would you hurry up to the deck? Mash is waiting there for you. She can't slay a god without your command spell. Catch my drip? Oh, right, on my way. But we don't have the Black Beryl anymore. The target's divine core is finally exposed, but at the rate it's regenerating, it wouldn't be long before it's hidden again. Atoria gave us an incredible opportunity, and I had the means to take advantage of it. But now, there's nothing you can do, and it's all because I was too much of a coward. I just hadn't run away from my choices, from my responsibilities, then I could have. Man, you really are broken up about this, aren't you? I get it. You were running away from fighting back then. No matter how brave or heroic you are, at your core, you still hated fighting. That hasn't changed. But what has changed is where you are looking now. Now you know what you're fighting for and why. And that means I don't keep holding on to this for you, huh? Wait, she has the Black Beryl? Yep. And I've got something that belongs to you. Something you left behind after it was used at the castle in Sheffield. It's something that should never have existed in Britain, and something you will need to show you who you are from now on. You said it's called the Black Beryl, right? Don't forget it this time, Mash. I mean, it doesn't exist, but she brought it from outside, so it doesn't violate anything. Now she remember. We, as we are now, are hypothetical beings, all being created in the Tree of Emptiness simulation. So I'm going to move forward under the premise that it wasn't Mash who existed in the Fey era, but Galahad. Neither you nor I must remember anything about her. Wait, this too is an error, right? No way! I don't want to forget about Mash. She's gonna go through something awful again in the Fey era of the High Queen, right? Then I have to be there to help her. You're gonna be around the era of the High Queen, right, Ash? Then I'll figure something out too. I know, an ice coffin. I'll ask Grim to make me the same kind of ice coffin as Mash. Totoro, she doesn't know, like, Morgan. Ash's name is Morgan, right? I think so. I had to. I still haven't kept my promise to her. I still need to make her the best bridal dress ever. Once this world changes over to the era of the High Queen, every loose end will disappear. You can't go from one era to the next, at least not while retaining your memories. Even I could never do that. It would only lead to contradictions. If I added these loops as knowledge to myself in the era of the High Queen, I would no longer be able to exist. You have no choice but to forget about Mash. Even knowing all that, you still want to remember her. You will need to steel yourself. So long as you retain memory of Mash, you will not be meant to exist in this world. Your entire life until Mash is sent here. Your entire life until Mash is sent here from Norway will disappear. And no one will be able to speak the first Fairy Knight's name. Let me be clear, no one in the era of the High Queen can ever know you were one of my first knight. If even one person realizes you are actually Tortorot, you will vanish from the era of the High Queen. You are from a fantastical Lostbelt. As such, there's no way for you to survive in the reality of the singularity. So I'm going to erase all Mash's memory of you. Everything from the moment she met you in Sheffield in 2019 to the moment she entered her coffin. So long as she has no memory of you, you should be able to live in the era of High Queen as well. Which is why you have to stay away from Mash once she's been free from her coffin. If she remembers you, you'll vanish from the era of the High Queen. You'll disappear when the morning lark sings, just like a summer night's dream. Oh, so how she's coming out clean now. It's like it's a final moment, so it's fine I disappear. Is Smash remembering it now? Tortorot, no, Habatrot. How could I have forgotten about you? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I didn't remember. It's so wonderful to see you again. I can't believe this is happening. No, you've been with me all this time, watching over me. Yup, I always keep my promise, you know. Here, this is yours. I've been hiding it inside my spinning wheel all this time. Never even noticed, did ya? You even got the Black Beryl. Then, when you came floating down from above, you must have. Yep, I stashed it away quick as a wind while Beryl was jamming on. Pretty impressive, right? It is. You may be just as fat as ever then. I had no idea you had Habitrot. What? It's already disappearing? I thought. No. The morning lark is singing, and my dream is coming to an end. But that's okay. I mostly did what I wanted to do, and I long since kept my most important promise. So this is where I would have to say goodbye. I wish I could have seen your happily ever after. Hey, knowing you guys, you'll be fine. In fact, I bet you always have the perfect weather for every single one of your anniversaries. Wait, it is because I remember you? Is that why you're disappearing? Why did you do all this for me? I don't deserve it. Sure you do. Fairy Knight Tortorot. And even if you didn't, so what? I don't care. I just want you to be happy. I mean, everyone did the best they could, right? Ash did, Hector and Rhynek. Even Graham was a pretty good guy. They might be all gone now, but we still had a great journey together. And besides, I'm a friend. I'm a friend to brides everywhere. I wanted to make sure your future will be a happy one. No, please don't go. Take the memories back. I promise I wouldn't remember you. Please. Just please don't go. You're more than anyone else. You put everything into making your dreams come true. Oh, come on. You know that's not true. But if you really want to pay me back, then how about this? Remember me. Remember Ash. Remember how beautiful our Britain really was. I will. I promise. Well, looks like we're out of time. I can see Gino coming this way too. Go put Sonunos out of his misery, Mash. He's suffering too, in his own way. Consider this a fresh start from the dream that awaits you. No matter how hard it is to say goodbye, there will always be something wonderful to look forward to. Always. Now go on, hold your head high. Show this old fairy knight what a badass you really are. Of course I will. Just watching me, Tortorot. Mash, I've got a command spell. One last time. Do not have to replenish. Right, Master. I would run away again. As a knight who completed her pilgrimage. I'm going to use everything I have to crush the calamity plaguing Britain. Another cutscene from MASH. Yeah, the good old Black Beryl. we have done it. Target elimination confirmed. Did you see that habitual? Good. Thank you. Thank you, Fair Knight Tortorot. Thank you, Habitual the Spinner. I'm so proud that you chose me to be your dream. Goodbye. May the flowers bless you too. All that's left now is... wait, what is one red? I should choose this, right? It's different. Attention on the deck, Gino, Mash. We confirmed that Sonurus has disappeared, and the curse spraying from the pit has ceased. We are even able to get the reading on the bottom of the pit now, where it seems bottomless earlier. Even every calamity in the British Lostbelt and our threat to proper human history have been defeated. Once we have refueled the storm border, we will head back to the water up the western coast. Then, as soon as we have confirmed the British Lostbelt is safe, we will return to Novum Chaldea. Great work, you two. I'll be keeping the speed low for a while, so take your time about coming back inside, you like? Phew, I think you finally pulled it off. I'll admit, I was freaking out a little when not even the Rongo Mina finished him off. But then you guys shot with a god-killing weapon that would easily put Muramasa to shame. I just wish Artoria could be here too, only because Havertrot kept it safe for us. Well, yeah, sure. It could have been great if we could have won without any sacrifice. But things don't usually go that way. Most of the time, you lose something or someone along the way. This time might not have been any different. But personally, I think those two went out happy, knowing they did everything they possibly could. And it's all because they believed you guys would win this thing, because they wanted to see you do that more than anyone. They put their trust in you, and thought of you as their friends. You're gonna remember them for that. And don't forget, your battle doesn't end here with Britain. You've still got these foreign god things to concern with. I know, we are so grateful to Artoria and Habertrot, and to you, Grim the Sage. But by the way, I couldn't ask this during the battle, but is your eyes alright? Wait, why is she blushing when asking that? Oh sure, just what I needed to put on a truly mythical performance. Sigh, really one eye made my magecraft sharper than ever. Grim, your body's fading. Right, now that your job is done, you don't need to be here anymore. Looks that way. The God of Wisdom entrusted me with ensuring Chaldea got their hands on the sacred sword. And as a Celtic heroic spirit, I also got to be there for Sir Nuno's final moment. So now, my role in this Lostbelt is complete. As the only helper here from proper human history, I'm glad I managed to save face. Wait, the only helper from proper human history. And Oberon? And what did you never mention it? But, huh? The only one from proper human history? Yeah. It's even Mark Red, so I can... Thank you again, Kuling. What are you going to do now? Are you going to be registered at Chaldea as a caster? Wait, that's been a thing since Fuyuki. It's Grim, alright? Now that you know, my dear, I would rather you call me Green from now on. But anyway, I owe you guy one now. And not just me, the God of Wisdom says so too. And if I can keep this spirit origin after going back to the throne, I'll pop by Chaldea as a caster. So I'll see you guys then. I have a feeling you'll be seeing you guys all again. All that's left now is there's multiple lab option here. Alright, it's time we put this Lostbelt, this lost world behind us. What could those red ocean lead to? The calamity have dealt the eyes a critical blow. There can't be many survivors left. Still, at least it hasn't been completely destroyed. I wish we could stay to see Britain get back on his feet before we return to Chaldea, but... Something there? Yeah, that would be nice. Wait, huh? Yep. All the flames and curses have dissipated, but chunks of ground are still breaking apart. In fact, if anything... Attention! Attention! I pick up a massive gravity fluctuation across all of Britain. The ground is floating up into the air, even though there's nothing creating gravity up there. What the heck is going on? This doesn't make any sense. Everything is falling up. It's worse. Shiba's detecting a level 1 threat. I can't see what's causing it, but the way things are going now, the whole Earth is gonna be gone in an hour. It's a collapse. The collapse has started. We start other calamity. This also doesn't have anything. It's still red. How this happening? Sorry, like asking how this happening. So you still not know like what's going on. But the second option is have some thought of it, but there's some suspicion. But with all the calamities, there shouldn't be anything left to threaten Britain. So why is the collapse beginning now? There's no sign of a new enemy anywhere. Sure there is. You just didn't notice because you'd have been looking at it the whole time. Remember that mirror in Londinium? That was a depiction of the prophecy of destruction. Senunos' priestess may just as she was being dismembered. As the world grew newer, unbeknownst to all, its root will grow older. Until one day, they will be so brittle as to crumble with a bite from a single, insignificant insect. That prophecy wasn't about Britain's future. What you're seeing now is what happened when the root of even the strongest human history are gnawed through. Soon, the entire planet will be gone, as though it never existed. I knew it. Yeah. I don't think I knew it from all the clues they left. That I don't think I even see the clue that he's still alive. But I gotta select this. Huh? You mean you're being onto me, Gino? Well, that sucks. Now I feel silly for bidding my time waiting for the perfect moment to make my reappearance. Well, I mean, the biggest clue is the green stage is the only help from proper human history. That contradicts with the Oberon's word. But really, so what? I never bothered to hide from you in the first place. Of all my little pawns, you're by far the most insignificant. Oh, what's wrong, Blanca? Your pretty antennas stop moving. Ah, you're dead. Were you taking all the Morse poison being directed at me from all Britain in my place? Thanks, I guess. Not that it really matters. Dude, the fuck? Orbital? That's Oberon? He certainly does look the part of a fairy king, but what's the meaning of this, Da Vinci? Your report said he was under one of your local collaborator, a proper human history servant, who had been summoned by this land. But his spirit origin isn't from proper human history at all. Wait, how could... If Holmes had went with us, or like... Well, he could just see that? For that matter, he's neither human nor fairy. In fact, he doesn't match any known life form. Is that really Oberon the Fairy King? Of course it is. Believe me, I confirm it doesn't. Huh? I can't see his magical energy signal on the board of the sensor. Wait, I can, but it doesn't match any of our data. His spirit origin is changing literally every second. I don't believe it. There's no trustworthy information about his spirit origin anywhere. He may as well be invisible there, but not there at the same time. Then, who in the world is he? Yeah, I believe like his class when being used as a support, like change every time, right? Ah, I just picked up a massive irregular space in northern Britain. No way! When did this show up? My apologies, but I don't know what you mean by irregular space. Can you be more specific? Look, it's there, just a weird thing there. Okay, what is that thing? Is it actually alive? I'm sorry, but we can't explain it, just can't. You have never seen anything like that creature anywhere in the world. I never tried firing a sensor pulse at it, but I even tried firing a sensor pulse at it, but I didn't get a single reading. I can tell it's really bad news though. Shiba's gone pitch black. It's hard to believe, but according to this, we are already done for. Return impossible. Destination permanently unmoored. Eternal voyage in progress. What kind of status report are these? Captain, we're scared. Did we already sink without realizing? Yes, there's something pulsating to the north, and I can only describe it as a hole in space. But it seems you can't view it on the monitor. Mr. Gino, can you see it from the deck? Yeah, I can. Yeah, I've been seeing it for a while now. Wouldn't I say anything? It's like a big hole. A big hole wing. What is that, Master? Some kind of black haze sucking up the ground. No, it's eating the land. The island. What in the world could that horrible looking creature be? My guess is it's an insect. That's right, just a single insect. Though, as you can see, it's actually a conceptual insect. An infinite hole that's going to destroy Britain and turn this planet inside out. You can think of it as an endless hollow, if you like. It's also me. Even I can't really tell which of us is real and which is just the shadow. Tell me your true name, Oberon. Well, even though the two options are like about the same, the second one is still red. Well, since you asked, I would be happy to oblige. Here it is. A third ascension. like to change everyone's opinion about this guy. Senpai, Obanus' form, no, his very spirit origin is. I swear, this fairy is just unbelievable. First, the killed god and used his body to create a small island to replace the land that disappeared because they're screwed up. Then, still not satisfied, they kill uncountable number of their own kind to fill the sea and make an entire land mass on their corpses. The sheer audacity and greed is not to make me sick. Don't you agree, Gino? Even as a human, you think they're pretty awful. So imagine how disgusted the original Britain must be with them after it was returned to nothing. No one is sent calamity after them to try and wipe them all out. Oberon. So it's like the original Britain? Anyway, Sununa wasn't part of it, in some way. He was actually trying to protect the fairies. So like, the original Britain that was just, before the Earth was destroyed by Zephyr. The only reason he made it up to the surface now is because he's finally gone. Morgan ensured Fairy Britain's creation by sealing Sununos away instead of defeating him. I honestly wasn't sure what to do. I certainly had no means of defeating Morgan myself. So I waited. I waited for a human who could defeat her to appear. I waited for someone who could pop the lid off Sununos and finally get rid of him. The child prophecy is a prophecy, which is the chance I was waiting for. It was even kind of an amusing idea. So I hurried along a little. I did my part to ensure the child prophecy was set up on her journey and successfully complete her pilgrimage. Also, you could be the one to ruin everything you were working toward. Tell us your name, Oberon! Gladly. I have taken the form of Oberon the Fair King, a fantasy, a fiction creature, a fiction created by your own proper human history. I am the embodiment of Britain's will, the very will that wished with its own destruction when the age of mystic ended. My name is Vortigern. Oberon Vortigern. I am the abyssal worm who destroyed Fairy Britain. With a little help from all of you. Oh, this will end. Yeah, have a whole section to the rest. True net dissolution. This video is so cool. We have even more in the future, I believe. Holy shit, it's mostly destroyed. Sheesh. Everything will return to nothingness. It's just like, yeah, section 30, like the last one, right? One more before actually fighting him. A Midsummer's Night Dream. The eyes of Britain was collapsing. All the buildings the fairy had built in imitation of human civilization. All the corpses from those heaped up in ages past to those fleshly killed by the calamity. The insects suck more of them into the air with every passing second and swallow them whole. The northern land dissipated like snow, the southern land drifted away like ash. Those few who somehow managed to survive all joined hands and fell into the void. It was as though everything in fairy Britain had been no more than a single night's dream. I still can identify that unknown servant's spirit origin pattern. It doesn't match any of the 7 main classes or even any of the extra ones. I've never seen anything like this class before. What is that thing, Holmes? I can only confirm that its class is unknown. There are those who serve as inspiration to others and usher in new ages by doing good deeds, heroes. And there are those who help good things come about by serving as necessary obstacle, anti-heroes, the counter to heroes. Among these, there were doubtless some anti-heroes who accomplished great feats through treachery. An imposter, no, someone who achieved greater power and feat than even one who is genuine by deceiving others about the nature of their very soul. Such an anti-hero could not be an avenger, an all-ruler, nor would they be an entity from an outer zone, or distinct separated personality within a person. No, they would be a pretender, a heroic spirit mired in a falsehood who fight entire world rather than people or beasts. Indeed, I can think of no better name for Oberon. Come the hell on! What in the world's going on here? The boy won. Kitty, I came through with flying colors. I know it may not be possible for our world to coexist with this Lostbelt, but we never wanted to destroy it. We saved Britain, damn it! So why is this happening? Answer me, home. What is the worst that monster? I suspect it's the concept of emptiness. It may seem like a living creature, but it has no muscles, no bones, and no organs. What appears to be smouthless is actually a hole. Yeah, that's what I said. Though it appears to be sucking up the ground, in truth, the ground is falling up toward it. I imagine a bathtub filled with water. Now imagine that our world is that water, and that creature is the drain. What happens to the water in the bath once the plug is removed from the drain? Well, it's water, right? So it would just make a little whirlpool and soar down the drain. Wait, then you're saying that this isn't sucking everything up, but indeed, we, or rather, the very space we inhabit is falling toward it. Even if we were able to escape our present location, it would achieve nothing. Now that the plug has been removed, everything on the planet is going to fall into that hole. The very epitome of a pitfall. I simply never imagined there could be a hole the entire world could fall into. Vortigern, the cowardly king who killed Uther, King Arthur's father. Then you must be King Arthur's arch-enemy for this Lostbelt. No, I couldn't care less about King Arthur. No, he's like, I don't give a shit. Think bigger, Mash. I'm humanity's arch-enemy. Vortigern was Britain's destiny incarnate in your world too, right? Well, I'm not about to allow humanity to have their own age, not on my watch. If humans are just going to tremble all over Britain's mystic, I would rather end it before the age of mystic come to a close. I would like to go out on a high note in essence, even if it means killing myself. And yeah, you don't have to say it. Believe me, I get it. There's nothing worse than when things you hate become super popular. Not that matters when any other come along to stop you in your tracks. That's the problem with your world. Neither the good nor the evil ones in it are willing to go far enough. Want to destroy humanity? You need to destroy the world itself. Your Vortigan fell because he couldn't cross that line. Why do you want to destroy all humanity? They disgust me. What of it? When a bunch of vermin skittering around the corner of your room disgust you too? Disgusting? You think this Britain is disgusting? That the fairy and human who live in the land of the Fae are all disgusting? Huh? You mean you actually like the mash? Wow, that's really something. Don't take it too personally. It's not just this plate that disgusts me, it's everything. To me, even your world looked just like a giant pile of shit. That was vulgar, wasn't it? Not how the fairy king should speak, is it? Sorry, I'll be more careful in the future. Think you can forgive me just this once, especially after all we've been through together? In fact, I tell you what, I apologize for everything you just said. If you would rather, we can just forget this whole thing happened. Huh? Okay. Wait, huh? I don't understand, Master. It seems like Oberon was being completely sincere just now. Stop messing with Mash. She's too pure for this. Why? Whatever do you mean? I mean, you're Oberon the liar. So you do get it. I'm so glad to hear that, Gino. You're right, I'm a liar. I never told you guys the truth, not once. But I was still deadly serious about destroying Britain. And I rely on you the most to make that happen. I mean, think about it. If someone told you to do something as huge as destroy Britain, where would you even begin? I was as clueless as the next person. I didn't know what I was going to do. The more I thought about it, the more I realized that even if I could defeat Morgan, it wouldn't be enough. I would need so many pieces to fall in place to bring down Fair Britain. Morgan and Chaldea alone just weren't going to cut it. Everything had to happen at the right time, and I had only got a single chance. Even I had no choice but to watch my every step carefully. But then I saw you on that beach, and I instantly realized. This guy's Toromora, the perfect performer. I just know he's going to make all my dreams come true. I truly believe from the bottom of my heart that you were the best spectator could hope. Wait. Well, should this come? Is it comma? Yes, a comma. Should this comma to the best be there? For one I knew would bring everything to a spectacular end. Gee, thanks. Anyway, my intuition was right. You live up to my expectation and then some. So much so that I wouldn't have minded letting you live. Except I had to destroy Chaldea too. Vortigern's goal to ensure his false Britain finally disappear, since it's hung around for far too long after his death. But me, my goal is to wipe out humanity. And Chaldea's whole deal is protecting proper human history, right? That makes us mortal enemies. So, I'm going to kill you all here, so you can't change things up on me later. The abyssal worm is falling toward us. What the hell? I can't put any distance between us and that, no matter how hard I push it. Captain, Da Vinci, Holmes, hell, I'll even take Chubby. Hurry and get Gino and Mash back inside. Oh crap, we're not gonna make it. The collab is coming straight. The collab is coming straight for us. We can't get away. It's gonna swallow us whole. Damn it, now all our sensors have stopped working too. Can't tell what's going on outside anymore. Hell, it's so dark in here I can't even tell what's going on inside either. There's no sound or light anywhere. What do we do, Captain? What can we possibly do against? Lock the deck to gravity, point the boat straight up and set the engine to the second stage. If that thing is trying to make us fall in, we just have to rise away from it. Even if we are in total darkness, even if we are inside an endless hollow, I'm not going to be out until our engines do. All hands, maintain battle station. The creature causing this collapse may be still out there, but so are Gino and Mash. And knowing those two, they'll find a way out of this. Just pitch black. Wait, oh shit, this looks really big. Oh wait, no. Still more talking. I thought we'd be like get to fighting already. When I was born, I couldn't even breathe. Not so much as a single toe was truly alive. It was a rotten mass of fluid inside a chrysalis. Under the circumstances, Jesus. Look like a malnourished body. One of those shot in Africa. Yeah, was his previous? Yeah, he's always like this. Yes, his body looked really frail. Can you imagine how I felt when I walked through the morning sun's rays? I was in the autumn's wood at the outskirts of fair Britain. The autumn wood, full of fairy who had been bullied, persecuted, and had nowhere else to go. The only thing to do there was die. It was there, among those who didn't belong anywhere. Among those who were hated and forgotten, and now had nothing left to do but die. That my chrysalis suddenly appeared. My chrysalis looked just like a fairy, but it wasn't. It was a device Britain itself created to bring about its own end. I can't believe this time I'm still hanging on more than 10,000 years after it died. Sick! I hate everything that lives on this damn island. I just want to erase it all from existence. That's all I am, a single insect born from the silence's own excretory hatred of living creature. But of course, as an insect born of excrement, my birth was a wretched affair. My chrysalis appeared both peaceful and beautiful, though the fairy must have thought I was their king. They gathered around me and watched over my chrysalis until it stood up on its own. Oh gosh, that was disgusting. Now that it was standing up, it was a chrysalis no longer. It was the perfect fairy king, the very sort those of the forest had long awaited. For Just like a fairy king depicted by a famous, talented, somewhat mean-spirited author. First the king of Moors, now this? Huh, so I'm a ghost liner, a servant now. I guess as long as they are born from people's desire, it doesn't matter whether a servant is original, is real or fake. It turned out a fairy named Oberon existed in both proper human history and fairy Britain. But this Oberon, pretending to be a king, was a creature composed entirely of lies. Everything he said was untrue thanks to the underlying premise that it was all just part of a single night's revelry. Wow, this is amazing. Everything I say or do ultimately become twisted. I loved you become I don't love you. I don't love you become I don't even care about you. That was just who Oberon was. And given his nature as a heroic spirit, there was nothing he could do about it. Oh well, that's fine. I was already planning on lying through my teeth all the time anyway. That aside, this is all because Britain kept Flotsam floating in from the outside. History is so much. For someone who's supposed to hate proper human history so much, Morgan really seems to have a paradoxical and unhealthy love for it. And so, the fairy king was born. As luck would have it, this was the right when the Child Prophecy's poem was becoming the hottest topic in fairy society. The king already knew a good deal about proper human history, but this time he made sure to do his homework extra thoroughly. He knew the story of King Arthur, who Morgan was wary of, so he decided he would make use of the fairy paradise, the Avalon La Fae, who had appeared somewhere in Britain. When I was born, I couldn't even breathe. Wait, we return to like the previous part. No, not so much as a single toe was truly alive. It was a rotten mass of fluid inside a chrysalis. And from inside it, holy shit, it's like so much worse. All I could see was a wiggling insect, like a sea of living rubbish. Shh, what the fuck? Oberon was born from Britain's death throes. Oberon didn't love any of the islands as creature. His only thought upon being informed of his duty to destroy fair Britain in accordance with the island's own wishes was, isn't there anyone else who could do it? Oh well, now that I have been born, I guess I have no choice. Damn it, my body still wouldn't move. Every breath I take feel like it's gonna kill me. Just moving my toe make me feel like I'm going to jump out of my skin. And the worst part is, just being alive make me sick. As a chrysalis, Oberon could not close his eyes, and that is why he could not look away from them. Wriggling. For over half a year, all Oberon could do was stare as they wriggle away in front of him. Oberon got born from filthy sludge. Even inside his chrysalis, he was still no more than sludge. Everywhere he looked, everything he saw looked like so much putrid sludge. He was disgusted by the sight of this vagrant wriggling, clinging to unfounded hope. He was disgusted by these starved wretches, how depending on him for help had been endlessly tricked and deceived by everyone else. We were disgusted at being treated like a king by these creatures who could only crawl, squirm, and wriggle. And above all, he was disgusted with himself for being at the very bottom of such an awful situation. He felt like a butterfly corpse being swarmed by ants, the kind of things that happen in trash heap in the deepest drag of the world. Pure loathing grew in his chest, but not for any one person in particular. He didn't despise the insects swarming him, or even himself for being swarmed. It was everything. It was the structure of the world itself. That it was over and decided had to go. But never mind his backstory now. Hang in there, Gino. You're almost at the end. Who is this? This Merlin? But I thought he disappeared. You've still got to turn things around spectacularly at the very last moment, don't you? Oh, the Castoria? Yeah, the star. I bet it's the same star. That star. Huh? You're still alive? That's strange. Do you know we're in the abyss now, right? You do know. Oh, I see. Did you already overcome your lost will? That would explain how you open your eyes. I think that's just going to make your death much more painful though. But hey, you do you. Where are we? Where are we? Where's Mash? Why, she's sleeping right next to you, silly. She may as well not be here though. She's not waking up. Hey, since you're awake and all, why don't we talk for a little bit? You must be pretty tired, right? Here, have some food. It wants the ration thing. I don't trust him. I found it in your ship while I was doing a little wandering inside. What? You're wondering why I'm being nice to you? I'm not. I only went into your ship to kill your companions. I killed Mash first, you know. You're going to die soon too. You guys are falling inside an endless hollow right now. The abyssal worm thorax is infinite. You see, there's no destination here, no endpoint. Everything you swallow just keeps falling, forever. And since this goes on infinitely, there's no entrance or no exit. Once you're swallowed, it's over. It doesn't matter how strong or accomplished you might be, nothing can escape this hollow. Not unless you kill me. But nobody's going to wake up in here. They are dreaming of falling. If anyone did manage to wake up, they would be able to see just like you can, but most of them would simply keep falling. Frankly, I think you would have been happier that way too. Staying conscious in here would just make the rest of your short life hell. Think about it. Even after you die, you're going to keep falling forever in this endless darkness. Isn't that horrifying? So what? Nobody's going to save us? I mean, you're not stuck in this. That would mean you're stuck in this hell too. True, it does. But now that the abyssal worm has manifest, there's no avoiding the world being destroyed. So in here, out there, it doesn't matter to me. My life was already hell. Anywho, there's nothing you can do now. You can't even perform simple summons in here. There's been nothing like this place in a proper human history, so you couldn't find a single heroic spirit record here. So how can you summon something that doesn't exist? You will either go mad from the endless falling, or eventually you will close your eye and slip back into dreaming about falling. So, which would it be? If you decide you would rather sleep, just let me know. Of course, you still want to save the world. You don't have any time left to think about it. Now that the British lost world is gone, we are back in the standard time stream. You said Chaldea observed the planets disappearing in 24 hours, right? They were right. You haven't got a minute to spare at this point. You want to save the world. You will have to fight me. If you fight me, I'll kill you. I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound like a great way to die to me. Yeah, you're right. Couldn't agree more. Wow, you actually tried to punch me. How do you ever make it this far with a skull so thick? Ah well, if you're so eager to die, I'm happy to help you with that. I do enjoy watching people fighting in battle they haven't got a chance of winning. I do have a chance. Huh? Where? Help will be here any moment now. Yeah, because of that star. Weren't you listening? I told you, no one's coming to. It's like you said, we're just bystanders, right? Yep, star. Caster, to me! You, no, it can't be! Our protagonist, this Lostbelt, like pretty smart. Ah, the final ascension. Oh, you're so beautiful. I have heard the foreign military summit come to its aid in accordance to our contract. If this battle is not to punish Britain, but to save the world, then I will cross even the end of town to deliver the sword into his hand. Okay, now we fight. I heard the ring of a bell, not the coercive bell I had heard countless times before, but a kind, familiar bell that called to you, that believed in you. This is the storm that was always running in, a maelstrom of wickedness, a crucible of a hurt-laid bear. A storm of dark, cold, ear-splitting voice, no different from a drainage ditch. No, make it stop, make it stop! I don't know how many times I thought I couldn't go on, or wished for death to free me. The only reason I was able to keep running without losing my way was because that light was there. The pale blue light of a tiny, far-off star shining somewhere beyond the storm. When I fell, I picked myself up even as I cried. When I was exhausted, I turned my head skyward. No matter where and when I looked, the star was always there, shining in the distance. A flicker of virtue among a sea of vice. A bright future awaited me. There's no way that could possibly be true. No, even if it was, it doesn't matter. For you, that star just a bright light. That was all it had to be to become your goal. Knowing someone else was out there somewhere looking at the same star was the only thing that gave you hope. It was the one thing that never changed, no matter how the storm raged. Right, that's right. That's all I had to keep me going. I was terrified of most things I didn't dare to trust, but that star's light always encouraged me. You and that star may not have any connection. That star may never point your way or come down from the heavens to help you, but yeah, don't care about Britain or about the future. But as long as that star is shining, I will never give up. No matter how much the world shook with storms, or how much time was spent suffering at peace, that light has always watched over you, even since you were a child. It's the one thing in the storm that always shone bright. You didn't do this for society, or for peace, or even for yourself. That little star's light never lost its brilliance. It's the one thing I don't want to betray. Yeah, could I explain it? But that's all over now. Accept the bells as timber. Finish your journey. Just like you could never be happy in that white castle, your life cannot continue beyond this point. Continue down this path, and you, the one who chanted the king's name, would disappear. You wouldn't be needed anymore. Can you really do all that just for one lone star? It's such a silly, trivial things like not wanting to betray that beautiful star. Really worth going through this? Wait. Get. I hear voices cursing me for bringing about Britain to its end. Voices who loathe me for fulfilling my duty from paradise. Thousands, tens, thousands of voices decrying me. Millions of voices blaming me. This is vice. The fact is, there's no such thing as a star shining in a storm. That's why I can't save anyone beside myself. Not with a reason like that. Huh? A fire? Who's there? Who's protecting me? You're not doing a very good job, but you're still stretching your hand out, desperately trying to help me. Someone who lost their life because of your capricious whims. Someone who have long since forgotten. Someone from the fringe who just like you. Her name is... I see. Guess not having a name really is a terrible thing. In that case, what about this? I just came up with the idea now, but... Please use my name, Atoria Caster. You can go by Satoria or Caster, or both if you would prefer. It's not like I'm going to use it anymore anyway, so go ahead and shout it to the world for all I care. Thank you, I promise I'll always treasure it. And not just this name, and I will always treasure your heart too. Her name was Hope. She had found that star's light right at the very end. She had grown exhausted from always lifting everyone's spirits, but she still never forgot to smile. Oh, damn it. I think from the very beginning, to reveal the very end. She's been protecting me all along, all because of that one impulsive act. Even now, she still believes in me, and all because of that silly, insignificant act. It wasn't anything special, or even noble. To any outside observer, it probably seems absolutely silly, but... No, thank you for treasuring it. That's right, I don't have any amazing reasons either. I'm no different from her at all. I have nothing to be proud of, no actual skill worthy of praise. I don't think I will find a reason others to envy for us. I don't think I will ever find a reason others would envy for as long as I live. But even so, who cares? This is all the reason I need. I just don't want to be betrayed. I just don't want to betray that star. I don't want to abandon these feelings. Silly, insignificant reason like that. That have always been what we and you have had to rely on to keep going. The star's back, and the blinding light. Even if you had to grin and bear it, even if just for your own satisfaction, even if you lack confidence and never figured out the answer, even if it's a reason anyone else would think is silly, insignificant, it's the only thing I believe in. It's the only thing I can believe in. The only thing keeping me going, even now. Farewell, young you, now and forever. In time, the star beating within your chest, and the timbre in the bell will resonate inside you. I have heard the foreign minister summon and come to his aid in accordance with our contracts. Like a very kind smile. And this bus is not to punish Britain, but to save the world. Then I will cross even the end of town to deliver the sword into his hand. Are you freaking kidding me? I mean, I know I said this is what you should be doing. But did you seriously have to come? But did you seriously have to become a heroic spirit as an Avalon LaFay? I can't believe it. Just how much of a king, just how much of a knight are you? Still, showing Anna is a little pathetic, don't you think? I mean, you already had your dramatic exit. I don't know if that's your future. I don't know if that's your future form, or if you'll become some kind of special guardian. Britain is gone though. You lost. Your part in this place long since over. A form like you who can't cut it in the first time around, have no business returning to the stage. That's true. There isn't anything here for me to protect anymore. Nonetheless, fair King Oberon, he who desired Britain's destruction, I agree that it is painful to witness a dead world being artificially kept alive. You were right to bring this one to an end. I know, right? But you were wrong to try to end others that had nothing to do with it. Even if these fairies were beyond salvation and our future were devoid of hope, that doesn't give you the right to rob others of their present when the future still lies ahead. That is an act of cowardice, far more painful to witness than merely trying to escape destruction. Isn't that right, Oberon? Your actions have been dreadfully earnest and quite frankly pathetic. She told him off twice over. Damn, this story doesn't hold back. Where am I? Where have I been? Oh, this is a surprise. Mash, you're awake. Thank goodness. Yes, I was having a very strange dream. It's hard to describe, but it felt like I was falling endlessly. Huh? Senpai? Atoria? Oh, great. Now that Mash is awake. Must be Atoria's doing. Guess this means the one in the command room will be waking up soon then. Fantastic! Mash, Gino will fill you in later. Right now, we need your help. We are going to destroy the abyssal worm here at its source before it can spread beyond Britain. Right, leave it to me. Ah, you're still as quick to change gear as ever. Well, whatever, it's fine. You Chaldeans do solo defeating your enemy, so if that's how you want to play, I'm game. I'm just getting tired of the chatters anyway. I've already told you enough about what I am. If we're going to play, this could be the grand finale. Shame nobody's around to watch it. Oh well, I'll just content myself knowing it's a third-rate production no one would want to see anyway. Come on then, Gino. Your prize summon should work just fine now. Show me how proud you are to fight for humanity. First, I want to ask you one last time. What? Why are you doing this? Why? To wipe out everything clean, that's all. I was sure I had already said as much, but why? That's not a reason. Humans and fairy alike disgust me more than I can say. That's why I'm getting tired of it all. That's why I'm getting rid of it all, and I use all of you to do it. What, do you think this was supposed to be some kind of fun trip? If so, that's a damn tragedy. Everything I say is a lie. You shouldn't believe any of it. Peace in Britain, a tourist mission? I didn't care about any of it. I'm sure you didn't, but even so. What about your own star, Titania? That is exactly what I hate about you. Bringing about the collapse, erasing the twilight. It's all like a summer's night dream. A summer night's dream. My name is Oberon Vortigern. I am the dead, awaiting in opposition of all of you. I am a threat to all humanity. I'm not like the beast. I don't love anything. I'll prove that to you in this battle. Now, lift the curtain on this tragedy. This is where your pilgrimage comes to an end. Oh, still not answering that. Yeah, I checked the class affinity, and he's weak to foreigner. Yeah, here's my own. Who else should it bring? Just class disadvantage though. No, only have X and Idol X. If I recall correctly, it's not easy, but not so hard. As the noodles, nowhere close. You probably first try this, especially with the class advantage.
いいね、最高だ。
倒 直れません。さあ誇りにかけて押し切ります。輝きこちらです。
万有だな。ヘドが出る。あなたそう
Okay. Would this be a waste?
早書きです。カルウェイエネルギーイン。美味しいお店を紹介してください。マルミアドワーズ。シミルだけは使いたい。いえ、すごく使いたいです。私は最悪の席にズバッといきます。それは全ての傷、全ての怨恨を癒す我らが故郷。権限せよロード・キャメロット。早期銀河すなわちコスモス、エーテル宇宙、地下路の秩序。行くぞツインミニアドリザスター。はあ、早書きですカルウェイ。
いいね。定説
What's that diva?
そう定説
Took your step, see started to recall which step when attacking. What? I'm gonna save the NP for the
早
next
書きで
turn.
すカルウェナ。エーテル勤務時間ですね。控えめに行って本気を出します。最果ての光を私にボーナスを。セイバーシスレシダブル X ダイナミックポー小手調べます。
Alright, listen
来い
up.
アバロン。
万有だな。ヘドが出る。
Oh shit.
夜の帳、朝のひばり、腐るような夢に黄昏を食らえ。来来くボーテが
切り返します。援護。
Ouch, that hurt.
ダメ、業務はここまで。
あなた
Oh, because I didn't see that coming. Okay, do it with Idol X. That seems likely though.
気が引けるけどね。気がちょっとかわいそうかな。ペーセンスのよろし
Didn't see it coming.
それではゴー。行こうか。
Jesus.
ありがとう。うまい手を考えよう。
食べるのに盛り上がってますか。黄昏の時再びあのナンバーで差し入れですか。違法の国、時の終わり。なれど剣は彼の手に。霊言なる勝利を刻め。ラウンドオブアーバロン。物言わぬオルタのバラット。旅路の果て、君は笑い、僕は涙にするのだ。夢なる
A lot. What? What?
乗ってきました。
おったかい。
Wait,
敵
what?
対しているものだとはいえ、倒してしまうのは
It's
ちょっ
way
とし
stronger
の
than
びなかったね
expected. Holy shit. That's AoE and P, right? Sheesh. I didn't even use Oberon's third skill. It's Lord Oberon, everyone! Come quick! Lord Oberon has returned! Please, Lord Oberon, tell us all about the outside. The one outside wants to kill us. I'm back, everyone. Did you all manage to survive the day again? Oh, you already burned to death? Gotcha. Well, that's okay. It was going to happen eventually. So, I'll just tell you about the outside some other time then. Honestly, I haven't got any new stories right now anyway. Oh, it's you! Hey, oh sorry, was I sleeping? Seriously? Just how shameless are you, you bastard? Whoops, there I go again. No more foul language from me. What are you doing here anyway? Did you fall asleep while we were fighting? It's fine. It's all just a dream anyway. How about one last cup of tea before you go? I really haven't got anything left to say. I've already told you everything about my goal, what I'm really like, and how things got to this point. So I really don't see what reason you could have to stick around here anymore. Not yet. I still haven't told you how. You still haven't told me how you really feel. This is the end, right? What's harm of being honest with me about how you feel now? Are you kidding me? You're really an idiot, aren't you? Even I am not this bad. I've met insects with better memories than you. Hey, you're the one who said you're a liar, right? Okay, you got me there. Well played. You're right. I do feel strongly about something. A lot of things, actually. Vortigern was Britain's destiny incarnate, and I was born as part of him. I'm not just Vortigern though, you know? I'm Oberon too. Did I ever tell you about what the land of the Fae really is? It's all a big, well, fairy. A single story, nothing more. It's all a big, well, fairy tale. A 14,000 year picture book Morgan wrote just to have somewhere to belong, even if it had to be fictional. All you people rejected it, just like you have all the others. You said it was wrong, that it was meaningless. I didn't like that, so much so that it even made me forget my disgust with everything. You make up character who behave exactly how you want, put them in the kind of story people dream about. Stories so good they even change your very life. Then you just laugh and dismiss them as nothing more than flight of fancies. So this is about stories? You're angry about stories? That's right, there's still meaning to be found even in the most hackneyed of kingdom, the most unsung side characters. All those stories you people from reality just forgot the moment you finished the last page? No. No, it's just like you don't just forget about it. Like maybe the story sucks, but when the story good, it stays in your mind like pretty forever. You might not like forget it, I may not remember it at some given moment, but it's still there. You can still record it at some point. Oh well, there's no point telling you this. You're human. You'll forget all about it once the next story come along. Proper human history is all about growth and progress, right? Nothing is permanent there. It ought just keep going forever. Me? I find all that stuff a huge pain in the ass. I was absolutely livid. That's why I wanted to end everything. There, happy? Now wake up already. You don't need a morning talk, morning lark, or even a morning one, or even an evening one. Not yet, anyway. Alright, see you later, Azorb Chaldea. The journey might suck, but at least with the full of surprises. Good luck with the next one. I'll pray for your success just as hard as I can. Where are you going? Where are you going? I'll come with you. I'll come with you. Goodbye, friends of Oberon. Come visit Oberon's wood again sometime. I kinda want more explanation about Castoria. Final Ascension. Ah! Oberon! Oberon Vortigern has fallen off the deck and is plummeting into the hollow. His spirit core suffers serious damage. For Vortigern, the abyssal worm, the sacred sword is a double-edged blade, both self-sustenance and poison. He wouldn't crawl back up here again, not with an injury like that. He would simply fall endlessly into a non-existent abyss. Falling down this hole forever, that sounds... No, this is how it should be. Oh, it seems I wouldn't be able to bash in now for victory. It is already time for me to leave. Well, give my regards to your Merlin. It's only right since I came here without asking. Huh, you don't say. She must have walked there. She must have walked here then. I will. Thank you. No, thank you. It was good to hear your voice. I'm just glad I was able to be of help. This is Storm Border Command Room. Do you read me, Gino? We don't know how it happened, but we can at least see what's happening. We just pick up a breakdown, no, a blockage in this conceptual space. The abyss is starting to lose all connection to the outside world. We need to get out of here before it completely closes up, or we'll be stuck falling here forever. So I'm going to point the storm bottle straight up and try to fly us out of here at full speed. Gino, Mash, we both need to get out inside the border right now. Did you hear that, Master? What do we do? Please, do not worry about me. I have already said my goodbyes. The girls who traveled with you, Artoria Caster. She existed only in this Lostbelt and will return to the planet's inner sea along with the Shadow Paradise. However, her actions and the answer she found has been inscribed upon me. I am not King Arthur. I am the concept of the Sacred Sword's wielder, the Knight of the Sacred Sword, given form. I only entrusted the Sacred Sword to those who use it, to those who it has chosen. So consider this a special bonus. It was an important contract after all, so I could not break it. Right, it was just a one-time thing. Indeed, just as you wished to help, so did my other self. Now please hurry, you must not let yourself be caught up in the abyssal worm's downfall. Farewell, Gino, Mash. Tread onward without fear, for the light of the stargazer of Chaldea shall always illuminate your path. Goodbye, precious fan of Britain. Goodbye, kindred spirit. Senpai, come on, let's go. Right. Okay, Captain. Gino and Masha back. Back inside. Now punch it. Alright, activate all 4 Triton engines in parallel. Target speed 10,000 km per hour. Set a course out of this hollow. Let's go. Professor, how long before the exit collapses? Will we make it at this speed? Okay, it looks like we have about 5 minutes before the abyss is completely sealed. Since the computer room has been shut down for 20 minutes, and assuming that the ship has been falling constantly during that period. Okay, quick and dirty calculation says you have fallen about 420 kilometers. So we can push the Beryl to Mach 8.5. Even accounting for acceleration and deceleration, we should have no trouble getting out in time. Wait, I just realized something. There's no point in calculating the distance we have fallen. Like you can die to the void space and get out. This hole is infinite. Now that we're inside, there is no entrance or exit. We can't possibly reach where we fell in, no matter how fast we fly. I see, then we'll just have to make our own exit. Captain, can the Stormboarder cannon blast open the side of this hole? If we can't make it to an exit by flying upward, our only choice to break down this hole was this very concept. It could be very risky, since there's no telling where we may emerge, but in 5 minutes of time, even that risk will no longer be an option. I'm sorry, but after all that fighting, we just don't have the power for that. Keeping the ship flying is the absolute best we can do. Even if we shut down one of the engines now, we wouldn't have nearly enough time to create a spiritual warhead. Then, you mean we can't leave? All because there's no exit? I'm afraid so, and once the hollow is completely blocked off, we wouldn't be able to go anywhere. Once this hollow loses its connection to the outside world, it will be even more inescapable than a black hole. A black hole may be a mass of gravity so dense that even light can't break free, but at least it still had an exit. Theoretically, one could still make their way out if they could achieve faster than light travel. Wait. I don't believe that's true. I believe I watched a video say like once you cross the event horizon, everywhere is this. No matter where you go, still lead to the center of the black hole. But could be wrong though. Just doesn't take the faster than light travel into account. But there's simply no means of escaping this hollow. It is an inescapable space that no man-made transportation technology can leave, regardless of how advanced. It is truly the epitome of a pitfall. Even as we are ascending, we continue to fall toward the abyss. Damn it, man! There's no time to be admiring it. Gah! Isn't there anything we can do? It's not as though we're under attack or the ship is about to explode. I'll be damned, I'm going to admit defeat just because of a missing exit. What is it? Someone from the outside? Guys! I just picked up some kind of an explosion 3,000 kilometers away. 3,000? What? The hollow had been ripped open. I can see the outside again. That thermic ray has got to be Albion. Albion just fired up a mana burst. I don't know why she did it, but Albion just attacked the abyssal worm. Wait, Albion is still alive? Like Melusine. She falls to the ground. her strength exhausted. The sky at the end times loomed overhead, still yearning for the distant horizon. She continued to descend. Her intelligence and memory were gone. Everything that made her who she was had been shattered. All that remained now was the decaying corpse of a long-dead dragon. A falling star with neither purpose nor desire, doomed to scatter upon impact. And yet, she still felt pain in her hollow chest. There was still something she desperately needed to remember. Searching, searching, searching. The first calamity to be defeated. Stay alive till the end. In an instant, old sight flashed before her eyes and shattered forever with each memory. Sparks flew from her cells. It was as though they were telling her what she is, what she used to be, and why she had flown down this place for so long. There, she saw it. Fairy Britain's destroyer, the one who brought it to its conclusion. Britain's white dragon, possessed of the same name as her. It was finality given form, swallowing up the entire of the world, though she loved had called home. That's why she blasted at it. It's coincident. It's not that she saved Chaldea. She spared her broken wing and summoned her voice through her crushed throat. Wait, what is click? She spread her broken or we read that. Her scales peel away as she flies. Her flesh began to slot off, unable to handle the strain of reactivation. She knew this and flew on anyway. That's right, I had to fly. I had to fly. Even if I never did anything honorable as a fairy, even if I never did anything noble as a knight, even if I'm a freak of nature who was just imitating people all along. She wasn't a British fairy. As a high form of life, she was a perpetual outsider, neither fairy nor human. As a dragon who presided over the border, she was considered part of the proper human history, even within the Lostbelt. As a life form from the outside, there had never been a place for her in this Britain. I would never know the ground or peace. I would never have what I truly want. All I have is this side here before me, the border that separates the earth from the heaven, and the star from space. And yet, there was still something she had gained. Something that, whether false or abandoned, she had found for herself. She could remember nothing now, but the fact alone that her memory circuit were blank proved that those memories once existed. This border is his name. The name was given here. The wind resistant withered her body down. Every increase in speed chipped away at her dragon form a little more. If she kept going, she would soon self-destruct. A few moments remaining to her had nearly passed. No weapon would behave like this. No living thing would do something so paradoxical. The dragon understood it was acting erratically, and yet it persisted. Objective: stop anyone aiding Britain's destruction. Reason: unknown. The fire that shone in her eyes drove her to fly even faster. My name is Melusine. Fairy Knight Melusine. Now fly, even if you're just an animated corpse. You still must fly. She tore through the air, soaring over the destruction below and flying straight for her enemy. And so the crumbling dragon, one of the beings who found salvation in this Britain, let out her final roar. Oh, this is so boring. Wait, she's still alive? It should be dead soon enough. A vaguely irritating sound jolted her to her senses. Several hours after the fairy knight ran her through, she slowly opened her eye, still sprawled on her back. It's so quiet. The riot must have died down. You deserve so much worse than this. Of course they have. They were at it for so long, they must have finally exhausted themselves. You see, I told you all we had to do was wait. Someone will always take care of my problem if I'm patient enough. It's always been that way for me. Why should this be any different? Oh, this bitch. She coughed for too few times, her throat oddly parched. Then she smiled a gentle smile and began an elegant speech, just as she had many times before. But there was no one to hear it. Everyone in her city was dead. All she received in response was a vision of her past. Now they want to see her backstory. You know what your one and only love is? Shining brighter than anyone else. You would never think to improve yourself. The very notion of growth and effort is alien to you. And why shouldn't they be? You have been perfect from the moment you came into existence. You don't have to work like the Earth Clan. You don't have to suffer injury like the Fang Clan. You don't have to study like the Wing Clan. You don't have to serve like the Mirror Clan. No, the Wing Clan's value lies solely in its existing in the first place. That's very arrogant. And you, Aurora, are the very avatar of that value. You don't love anyone, but you don't also want anyone. All you need is ornament to further adorn yourself. What a wonderful way to live. I think it's fabulous. In fact, I really love it. But you're diminished whenever someone grows more popular than you. Of course, you would never get your hands dirty. You have all the people who adore you for that. Just like you did at Londinium and with Enzo. Huh? What are you talking about, Oberon? They both deserve what happened to them. It was sad when they learned they were dead, but I suppose they might have done something to earn someone's ire. Ah, I see. How wonderful. Oh, that's why you... I must have just imagined that you sat down to the Western Human Ranch, knowing Gawain had a visit planned just when they would arrive. You must have dreamed that you assigned one of your most capable Fey horses to monitor them and report to you. Huh? True, I didn't know Gawain would be going there that day. But was it wrong to have her meet the child prophecy? Not at all. You helped me move up my plan and clear the way a few acted in a stroke. Anyway, I had better get going. Have fun scheming with Springen. Ah, leaving so soon? Well, that's a shame. I thought you were going to tell me a more fun story today. You don't need me for that. You're already aware of almost everything that happened in Britain, right? Really, nobody can even compare to the Wind Clan when it comes to epicnage. Your Wind Titan can manipulate information so easily, it's genuinely terrifying. Oh, but I will say this. Would you mind leaving a Tori and Gino alone? I'm going to need both of them in order to defeat Morgan. Oh my, you're never so serious. It's almost enough to make me jealous with him. Oberon? You told me your only goal was to remove Morgan from the throne, but can I really trust you? You're not just some nasty vermin that snuck into my Britain, are you? Of course not. Everything you do is toward Britain's future. That's why I've been telling you all this. I truly believe you're the one best suited to rule it. That said, you probably shouldn't trust me too much, no? Everything I say is a lie, after all. Huh? What do you mean by that? If everything you say is a lie, that means you are also lying when you say not to trust you. That's just the kind of heroic spirit I am. I'm not hiding the truth or spreading falsehood. It's just that everything Oberon the Fair King says becomes something that was never worth believing. It doesn't matter if I speak the truth or not. Once I said it, it becomes a lie. You and I are opposite in that regard, Aurora. Everything you say becomes true. No matter what dark feeling you harbor, or how falsely you represent yourself. The moment you say something, everyone, fairies, human, even you yourself, take it as the gospel truth. Teehee, you're so silly, Oberon. Ever know what it is you're talking about? Are you calling me a liar? As in, it takes a liar to know a liar? Not at all. You're not even aware you're lying, right? You're both an aggressor and an innocent bystander. That's how you have survived this long. The very idea that you are Britain's most beautiful fairy is ridiculous. No, what you are is Britain's most innocent usurper. Yes, innocent, just... Oh, that's what the fairies are. Ah, here he was, adorable. I should have caught and killed him when I had the chance. To be the most beautiful fairy in Britain, to be the fairy who shone brightest of all. That was her only purpose. She spent 20 minutes of her, every minute of her 3,000 years being exactly that. For her, lying and scheming weren't crimes, they were just the cost of being her. She had no concept of evil or good. She only ever thought of a way to keep shining. That said, there was one time, just one time she did something that wasn't solely for her own benefit. Wait, what is this? So kind of abstract. It was in the Lake District during era of the High Queen 1600 when she went to inspect the Mirror Clan's town along with her fairy-in-waiting. There, she found a strange creature in a dark bog. It was a writhing mass of flesh, a thing even fouler than its putrid surrounding. Oh my! It was all a calculated act, a way for her to show off to her servants. Just imagine it, Britain's most beautiful fairy helping Britain's most grotesque creature. A ploy to spread the word about what a wonderful, selfless fairy she must be to do such a thing. My name is Aurora. What is yours? What she hadn't expected was for the mass of flesh she created in her arm to begin weeping like a person. She had never before seen tears so sad, so utterly genuine. Never before she had been so moved by her own action, rather than the envy she enjoyed them creating. Honestly, I never wanted to touch that thing. I want to be like you. That was what the mass of flesh said before transforming into a beautiful fairy. Though Aurora's youth was eternal, she still suffered from decline. Her wings had continued to lose their luster ever since the era of the High Queen began, and her natural shine would grow dim without a steady supply of new and unusual delight. And yet, that girl, she was stronger than anything, more beautiful than anyone. She never declined, even the smallest way. She didn't need to be innocent, so she would never realize what a monster she was. You see, there she is right now. A dragon fairy soaring nobly through the sky. How irritating, how contemptible, how revolting. Aurora was stuck on the ground covered in dirt and grime, while the dragon fairy shone more beautifully than anyone. Foolish girl, would you kill me? The dragon fairy would return to be no more than a mass of flesh. Aurora would never come to love the dragon. She was so certain she would never return its affection. She wanted nothing more than for the dragon to suffer, continually despondent at never hearing that simple statement of genuine affection she so craved. Yes, so Aurora knew that. It was that longing, that despair, that made her the dragon fairy she was. The fairy she was. That's why it benefited the dragon to continue protecting Aurora, the source of her suffering. But it hadn't been her own benefit that the dragon killed Aurora. It had been for Aurora's. Yes, that's right. I'm not afraid to die. What I fear is losing my radiance, having my color faded no longer being special. That's why, even though the dragon knew that doing so would turn her back into the hideous mass of flesh she used to be, she still chose to kill her. Aurora, the miracle that saved her, the one she loved more than anything else in the world. What an utterly loathsome creature. Fine, I'm glad to finally be freed of it. You see, Oberon? Idiocy like that is a scuff of true innocence. She had only created that matter flesh to show out what a good person she was. It reflected her inner ugliness as clear as a lake. Go away, go away. But the creature born from that hideous mask was truly beautiful. Aurora realized she had done something good for the first time in her life and smiled. Higher, higher. As high as you possibly can. And so, gazing upward with a childlike innocence at the dragon corpse, scattered like dust in the wind, Aurora faded away, and her radiance finally faded. Yeah, there's still like that expression of Aurora that people were sharing around. I never seen. That's the exit. Yes, I can see it too. But when the world did Albion do that? We can worry about that later. Da Vinci was now distant to the target. We are 800 kilometers away from the rift. It's farther than it looks, but we can totally make the gate, Captain. Everyone, hold on to whatever you can. Mjolnir, maximum power. Forget all the safety and just get us out of here. Aye aye, Captain. Full speed ahead. I'll punch it all the way to the sun if I have to. Owen was falling. He kept falling down the bottomless void, along an endless sharp. He had no strength left to fly. No, actually. The wing on his back are just for show. I could never fly, stupid. He smiled a hateful smile. But he was truly... But he was truly enjoying himself. He may have been defeated, but he had still accomplished his goal. His only regret was that he hadn't been able to take Caldea down with him. Go on, get out of here. It'll be a relief to not have to see your damn faces anymore. Further. The foreign mage, the other child prophecy. The companion he had spent his long journey with, flew further into the distant sky. Is Castoria narrating this? Then, after Oberon the liar hatefully seen them off. Oh well, who cares? What matters is that it killed Britain, just like I wanted. Although, I'm sorry, Titania, my fictional queen, who loved me in all her twisted ways. I'm sorry I couldn't get rid of those proper human history bastards for you. Titania, the one who was created for a single purpose, then discarded the moment it had been served. The sacrificial love of his life, the sacrificial love of his life, who could only exist within a story. Maybe he had already met someone similar to her. But even if he had, Oberon the Lion would never be able to believe it. You know, it's weird. Even though I got the ever-living shit kicked out of me, I still feel strangely at peace. The hole in the abyss disappeared as he continued his endless fall. There. So that's proper human history's disguise, huh? Damn it, it's so beautiful it makes me sick. The infinite hollow sealed itself as the abyssal worm fell on, and a destination forever beyond his reach. Okay, then the curtains fall. Yeah, there's a chest there, so this will be the final. Approaching the mirror will play into standard space in 40, 30, 20. Shut up, Triton engine 2 to 4. Get us back to normal speed. Here it comes, everyone, brace for impact. We're about to breach the British Lostbelt. No, regular British airspace. So the Lostbelt already disappeared. I mean, Lost World. It's back to being British. I mean, the bleach is British. That's very different though. the Lostbelt skies. But Senpai, look out the window. I see it. Come on, Mash, let's go. Attention all staff, the storm border has successfully returned to the British airspace. We are standing down from high alert. Please return all weapons to the armory and resume your standard duties. First, I'm told Commander Gorda would like to say a few words. The floor is yours, Commander. Right then. First off, I want to congratulate you all on completing this extraordinary long mission. The field team did exemplary work in investigating this mysterious land and enlisting help from the local populace and preventing the world's collapse. And for 50 days, our staff remained vigilant on standby in almost total darkness, all while keeping the border shipshape. Thanks to all your efforts, Shiba is now back to normal parameters. This, of course, means the collapse that was predicted to spread from Britain to the rest of the world have been completely averted. So, I'm proud to announce that, as of this moment, our operation in the British Lostbelt is concluded. Congratulations! Hip hip hooray! Is that the best you've got, chappy? You really ought to brush up on your vocabulary. I was just saying what I felt. You think you can do better? You can try giving the next speech. Do you know how it is to be cool, collected, and eloquent with a spotlight on you? The answer is pretty damn. Good, great, Da Vinci. Could you give me the mic again? Next, I have some more mundane news. We are currently flying at low speed so we can run diagnostic on all our systems. I put out an air net around the deck so for the next 20 minutes, those who wish to go out there may do so. Take a look, it might not be easy, but it's still important. Go make one last memory of Britain before we leave it behind. This is not at the ground. I want to see it. It feels like forever since I last saw the sky in this color. Yeah, it was a very long journey. It was even long for MASH. Although this Britain, Fairy Britain, is gone now. Yeah, that's what happens when a singularity is repaired. But it still existed, just like the other Lostbelts. Right. I learned so many valuable things on this journey. I'll treasure these memories forever. Hey, Gino, Mash. Da Vinci, did you come to take one last look at Britain too? Sure did. After all the time I spent traveling around it, I figured I should say a final goodbye. Plus, I wanted to toast Mike with this wine I got from Baker. Who's Baker? So long, Mike. I bet you're doing great things with your pup right now. In fact, I know you are. Even if you're from a different world that's been restored and pruned away. Even if it's no longer possible to observe it now that this universe has deemed it unnecessary, the planet still remembers everything that once existed on it. One of these days, I'm gonna cross that border so I can pay you a visit and see how far you have come. That's a great idea, Da Vinci. I think that's how the Lostbelt and the prune timeline work. Oh right, that's not the only reason I came here. You guys gotta come with me to my workshop now. The spirit origin graph that's just starting glowing out of nowhere. And I also heard that sounds like meowing. Oh, Habitrot? Help me check the summoner, will you? There's no telling what might pop out of it. I see, leave it to me. I can handle whatever they throw at us. After all the power up I got in Fairy Britain, I'm basically a super kitty alike now. Yeah, about that, Mash. Yes, what is it, Master? I'm afraid your spirit origin output is back to normal. Power up like that usually don't last forever, I'm sorry. That's okay, I knew that. I would just save my disappointment for later. Oh, she's so cute. Anyway, never mind that now. We still have to go to Da Vinci's workshop. I'm not sure why, but I'm really excited about this. I think we're about to meet someone wonderful. You sure about that? Well, okay. I guess you can trust Super Kiryu like this intuition. Yeah, I think she like it's like a hunch about that, but still make it like she doesn't know. Okay, Britain, this is it. Thanks for introducing us to so many great people. Now come on, Gino. You've still got a long way to go. It's time we stop reminiscing and run back to our own home. Right, yeah. Goodbye, Britain. Yeah, let me have one last look. Here, they like. You know, this is kind of exciting. I wonder what sort of heroic spirit we are about to meet. Yeah, will they show us that? Trismegistus too. Catastrophe defragmentation halted. Transition to catastrophe automation. Great work on discovering and repairing this unexpected dead end. I really had to hand it to Chaldea. It only took them 23 hours and 58 minutes to prevent the collapse. 58, like 2 spare minutes. But there's no time to celebrate. I need to get rid of the next dead end point. Let me see, it looks like the other potentially nasty incident ahead are the miniature beast that flew up from Britain, and what could end up being the single largest singularities to date. As for Cardox's recovery, is he away? It does not seem that there's any way to remove his serious light, so we'll just have to give up on that. So the hieroglyph prediction is not a problem. Revolt. Eyelid, huh? I do not get it. In Arabic, please? Oh well, I'll just ignore it for now. That seems very important. More importantly, I think it's time to focus on the big gal herself. I wonder what she's going to do next. Huh, so that is what our future has in store. I cannot say it is unexpected, but it does not leave us much time. I had better hurry and make preparations. Chaldea has conquered 6 lost belts, and the foreign god has surely finished her study by this point. So now, we each only have a single target left. This will no doubt be our last victory without any casualties. There's simply no way we can make it out unscathed. For what comes next, is there? Okay, this... And we're finally done. After like over a month. This graph is going to you, Oberon. Need 2 more to level you to 100. Fey eyes in the face image of Artoria Caster. The name of Artoria Caster unique sword of selection changed to Sacred Sword Creation. Skill effect has not been changed. Alright. Morgan unique protection of the lake has been changed to Avalon LaFay. Class skill anti-humanity D. Weight 240. In the sea region, in the sea, the planet, tinder of the roaring sea, neutral good. Should not originate from Fair Britain. The British very instinctively dislike it. On the other hand, very hate all Britain. This very who are not born from the world as the sixth clan, and very detest themselves to begin. The beginning of the fairy, the paradise is source of comfort. Well, I must say, still like this this ascension of her the most. Okay, Club SN Producer in 2020. Oh right, I thought it was gonna. I thought it was gonna roll for Habitrop, like, until get one on stream. Dang it, even if she had been never seen the future, Hadamus inherited the High Queen's duty. The only paradise had given her a different mission, and if only the very mission she imagined on her dream had continued. Surely many fairies would have come to visit the dazzling fortress. It would have been filled with blinding sunlight, the laughter of good friends. There would have been many happy lives crossing paths on the street. She wouldn't be wearing anything fancy, but she would have worn a familiar star-shaped hairpin. This is what her spring marriage might have been like. Even if that future never came to pass, surely there would have been days like this. Otosuka. What a story!
ここがカルディアってところ。へえ、魔術師の工房だっていうから怖い洞窟みたいなの想像してたけど、綺麗でおしゃれでかっこいいじゃん。これなら長居してやってもいいな。あ、僕はハベトロット。花嫁の味方で裁縫の達人でハッピーエンドを運ぶ妖精なんだけど、僕の宝具なんか妙にごっついな。
When she doesn't understand.
君たちどうしてか知ってるかい？
Yeah, I believe Morgan doesn't freak out about it too. Yeah, I thought about like rolling the first copy. I forgot about the game giving you one copy at the clearing. I'm gonna pull for her copy off stream then. And that was it. I have like a yellow dot here. I should have two things to go through before Lostbelt 7. Oh, what a story! The 18th request here. Wait, if they still keep this note and this too. Good. Yes, they never did this before. Oh, this skin here. This one for Morgan. Ah, man. Been through so much. But it felt like the How long was it again? When did I start the stream? The first stream one was on 18th of June. It's about 35 days. Of course, there are a lot of break days. It's like the most immersive story, like FGO, and the best written story. I can't believe like people just don't put this as their favorite. I usually go like, yeah, I can understand where they come from, but this is like the best story by a wide margin. A lot of things happen then. It's not just quantities, but the quality is like sky high as well. And there's some stuff like the NA team's cooking with the like a speech in the JP stream. People are guessing like to go get an anime like adaptations like of Lostbelt 6, but yeah, like Lostbelt 6 is the best one, so of course I want it, but well, like so start from Lostbelt 1 all the way to Lostbelt 7. That could be ideal. Lostbelt 6 is when the other Lostbelt could use like 24 episodes, then this one can use 48. It's literally like double the length of the other Lostbelt. Yeah, that's all we can do. Not spray. Doesn't make sense, but and probably like waits for like the Lostbelt story to conclude it, so which they did with Lostbelt 7. But 2.5 is continuing with the audio call. I'm talking about the waiting for it to end so they can start the anime, but this is like a shit ton of story. Let's like skip the first Lostbelt. They should not. Please give it the full Lostbelt, fully adapted to the anime. Probably take like 10 years. We should like take the money and run away. Could the story be over by then? The popularity will pretty decline. Maybe we'll write more story, new cast and stuff, and keep the story and the game alive. Okay, that's enough rambling. That's enough. That's it for Lostbelt and probably FGO for a while until the main story continue, I think. Yeah. And good night everyone, and good night. Thank you for watching.